Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far as football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Tennessee Titans.
Ready. 149. I got it. Watch, twitch. You're out. Twitch. Check 15. Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down. Bacon. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. On the ball.
Looking to throw. Crouch. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
16-7.
Off the play fake. Crouch. Caught by Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Let's go now. And Lobo.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On first down, Benjamin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Bacon. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Hey, check Mike 57. Rip left. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I got you. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, check. 57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bacon. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, now zapped right back in the other direction. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
You draw Porter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they've told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Bacon. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And on them, I get a little bolder now. They won the...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Crouch. He's going to air one out. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
57. Squeeze, double. 57's the mic.
Back to the air on second down. Bacon. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off play action. Crouch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake. Crouch trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
49 the mic. Watch 49. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
To throw on second down. Bacon. Throwing right, and that's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First carry for James Conner. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 57. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Bacon looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
No chance. Check 52. Check 9, check 9. Check the backer, check the backer. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check three.
Operating from the gun, Bacon. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bacon, he's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Defense.
From the gun, Crouch. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run.
Operating for the gun. Crouch. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
The final shot before break. Bacon. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Crouch. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Crouch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Crouch. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on third.
8-3. 80 weapons. Defense. Left gun defense. And who we got? Snap.
From the gun. Crouch. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Off play action. Crouch. Over the middle, complete. It's Gill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Titans take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Set. Henry. Mike, 49. Man, I got you. Man. Let's go. Drive on. Joker. Buzz.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Faking, eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep over them, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Looking to throw. Bacon. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Crouch. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Got it. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. That's fine.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crouch. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 29. Night, sweetheart. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Crouch. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Don't get nervous.
Operating from the gun. Crouch. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw on 3rd down. Crouch. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Titans on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Benjamin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
We got double up, double up.
On fourth down, Bacon got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. They'll run on first down. Benjamin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the gun, Bacon. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch safety creeping.
They'll run. It's Henry. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
We play to win. Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Barrow. And he will have a first down here, but I have a feeling it's not going to be for long. They're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
We own them.
Back to throw. Crouch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
57 to Mike. Bring it. Go. 57. Mike, 57. Man, I got you. 22, check. Bomber. 22, check. Bomber. Get in there. Let's get in there, Harry. 50 check. 57 to Mike. He's checking. Crash. Let it go.
Throwing on first down. Bacon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 57's Mike. Neal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.